Hello, welcome into eMain X5. My name is Angela Forster. Today we're going to be covering asset hierarchies in X5. Currently, I am using the tree version of our asset list view here in the X5 platform. What I want to point out is that I have a section called group assets and ungrouped assets. Grouped assets are going to be the pieces of equipment that have a subcomponent or a part of a parent and child asset relationship. As you can see, I have quite a few different parents and several children included under each of one of those different parent assets. And the ungrouped assets, those are ones that do not have a parent or child relationship with any other asset, so they are still available for me to find and view from this particular list view. If we go into one of those parent assets, I can go ahead and click on our CAT Pro Loader here. And it's going to give me the information about that particular asset. As you can see on the form here, we have that information available. And I am able then to view other information about that particular asset. If we go back to our asset view, we can also select that child asset as well. Now, in my particular account, I have underneath my child assets a view called the assigned parent, as well as the child assets under reports. Underneath the assigned parents, I'm able to see the parent asset associated, which in this case is my CAT Pro Loader we were just in a moment ago. So I can use the hyperlink and go into that particular parent asset. Or I can see if there are other additional child assets associated here. In this case, there is not. It is just this engine in this case. Now I can find this information very quickly, very easily using my asset list views. As I mentioned, the parent asset value that is on the children assets is editable. So it is something that can be changed over time. So if, for example, this engine is changed out with a different engine, I'm able to update the asset record here to not show that it's part of this Pro Loader anymore. And it would be part of my ungrouped assets. And I can put my new engine asset here underneath the Pro Loader. Now, if your parent and child asset hierarchy might be a little bit more complex, it's not just a direct parent and child. We also have our Explorer view that a lot of teams tend to utilize to make this a little bit easier to find this information. So for them, it might be more based on location, it might be based on asset types, it might be based on lines, anything like that that might be a little bit beyond just the simplified parent and child asset relationship we are able to do in the tree view can be used then in the Explorer. The Explorer view is 100% customizable as far as what information you can pull from the assets. So in my case, I have our different locations, and then I have the asset types. You can have as many levels as you would like. But if I wanted to go based on Bonita Springs and the sub-location asset option here, I have now all these different ones to pick from within my demo account. And if I click on one of them, it will go directly into that particular asset record. And I can see it right here on the screen. Either one of those are completely up to you as the user to decide which makes the most sense, but I do like to point out that I am able to include a lot of different reports here. So if I wanted to see those children assets, I can from that parent asset. If this is more of a middle asset where it would be a parent to some children, but it also has its own parent as well, I can see that information here as well. Cost information can also be utilized in our reporting tool to be able to roll up costs from the children assets directly to the parent, so we know exactly how much that particular line of equipment or how much that room or building or anything like that is actually costing the team to maintain. All of this information can, of course, be found inside of your eMain account. If you have any questions on how to set this up or how you might be able to utilize this, please reach out to your eMain implementation specialist or to our support team. Thank you so much.